Today's story, the cheese. Rules or regulations. The cheese stands alone. The cheese stands alone. Hi-ho the Dario. The cheese stands alone. The rat looked down in a dell and shook his head. What a waste of a chunk of cheddar. He turned to go into his hole, and then he stopped. He looked back at the cheese standing all alone in the middle of the meadow. So yellow, so meadow, so tasty. This is ridiculous! What's the point of hunk of cheese being left out in the lonesome when I came in and joined the company of the perfectly fine rat like me? None that he could think of. The rat licked his lips, grabbed a napkin, and scurried down the hill for some dinner in the dell.
And just where do you think you're going?
Asked the cat, suddenly jumped down from the tree. Me? Answered the surprised rat. Why? Just out of the short stroll.
You don't look like you're strolling,
said the cat to the rat.
You look like scurrying and sneaky.
Scurrying and sneaky? Well... The rat sounded very insulted, and as he was quite a good actor, he almost convinced the cat that he was indeed just for a walk. But the cat, who was very clever herself, caught sight of the napkin. Aha! She declared a wave. And just for what is this? A rat grumbled. Oh, if you must know, I'm going to get the cheese. The cheese, said the cat.
You can't do that. Everyone knows that cheese stands alone.
Give me one good reason why the cheese stands alone, the cat thought.
It's the song,
she said.
Yes, it must definitely the song. The song says the cheese stands alone, and that's that.
Well, I think it is a silly song, said the rat, taking back his napkin, and I'm going to eat that cheese. The cat looked at the rat. She looked down in the dell at the cheese. Looked real lonely. The cat could not argue that the song was silly, and the finicky eater as she was, the cat did his fondness for nibble cheese now then.
You know, I believe you must be correct. That cheese did not stand alone.
The rat smiled and held his paw.
Care to join me for a bit of chatter, my dear?
So off went the two down into the dell, headed for the cheese. There was about a quarrel in the pants, when who was shook around about by a dog.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
The dog was such a bother. Calm down and sit, said the cat. If you must know, we're going to eat the cheese.
The cheese, said the dog. The cheese in the dale. The cheese in the dale. But the cheese stands alone. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Stop your slobbering, muttered the rat. We know all about it, but why should good food go to waste because of some silly song? The dog thought, which was not an easy thing for him to do. He looked across the dell at the cheese. It didn't look very lonely, and even the dog had admit it was a silly song. You know, he said to Jewel, I could go for a notch right about now myself. So off went the rat, the cat, and the dog to eat the cheese. Here, boy! Here, boy! That dog can never keep a secret. The child looked at the dog. She was looking down. What are you thinking of eating that cheese, are you? Naughty puppy! You know the cheese stands alone. The dog rolled up and whimpered in the wine. The rat moaned. This is pitiful! I'll take care of this, said the cat. Meow. The cat walked to the child, purred, arch, rubbed, and mewed. The child giggled. You know that piece of cheese does look awfully yummy. And I hadn't had my afternoon snack. How about you? So off went the child, the dog, the cat, and the rat to eat the cheese. And then Mother called, Shush, shush, Shush. I'm gonna eat the cheese, called the child, who was completely unshushable. What a blubbermouth, muttered the rat. No, you can't eat the cheese, said Mother. The cheese stands alone. Wait until your father comes home. So they are waiting for the cow to come home when the farmer, who was the father, who was told by Mother that his child wanted to eat the cheese. The farmer in the dell shook his head.
Nope, can't eat the cheese. Cheese stands alone. Everyone knows that.
The wife looked at the child, who looked at the dog, who looked at the cat, who looked at the rat, who looked at the cheese. It was very quiet until everyone's tummy started to grumble. After a long day's work, the farmers grumbled the loudest. I suppose that song is really silly, he said, looking down at the dell and starting a large hunk of cheese. It really is, said his wife. The farmer took off his hat and scratched his head. What shall we do? The rat elbowed the cat, who poked the dog, who munched the child. Let's have a party! So the farmer followed his wife, and his wife followed the child, and the child followed the dog, who followed the cat, who followed the rat, who was already wearing his napkin down into the dell to eat the cheese. And then the farmer stopped.
You know, he said, if we're going to have a party, we really know some apples for the orchid to eat with the cheese.
Delightful idea, said his wife. And I'll fetch the few pears. I'll get the crackers, added the child. The dog thought some sausage would be tasty as well, and the cat insisted of milk. So off they went to the farmer, and his wife and a child and a dog. And the cat to get some apples and pears and crackers and sausage and milk. Everyone left the cheese alone except you-know-who. Take your time. I'll just stay here and hang out with the cheddar. Shame on you, for you were thinking, I may be a sneaky rat, but I'm still one big party animal. Hi-ho the dairy-o! The farmer in a dell, the farmer in a dell. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the farmer in a dell. The farmer takes a wife, the farmer takes a wife. Hi-ho a dairy-o, the farmer takes a wife. The wife takes a child, the wife takes a child. Hi-ho a dairy-o, the wife takes a child. The child takes a dog, the child takes a dog. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the child takes a dog. The dog takes the cat, the dog takes a cat. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the dog takes the cat. The cat takes the rat, the cat takes the rat. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the cat takes the rat. The rat takes the cheese, the rat takes the cheese. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the rat takes the cheese. The cheese stands alone, the cheese stands alone. Hi-ho the dairy-o, the cheese stands alone.